beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for February 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your monthly reading for February. I don't know if you noticed, my hands are leaving an imprint on my altar at the moment. And this, I pick up energy, I read energy, so they're just giving me this indication that your month of February is going to be pretty intense. Something comes to a climax. I really feel some of you are going to be doing things that you've not ever done before, and it's going to be quite exciting. So we will see what comes up in the energy, but I can already feel that this is going to be a pretty memorable month for you, okay? Now, February, of course, is considered the month of love. Even though we should try to lead with love every day, month of the year, Venus, though, is in the most romantic of signs, Pisces. So there is a lovely link between Neptune and Pisces this month. However, this connection can lead to influencing us all into the realm of fantasy. It's important to be really honest with yourself and really focus on what you desire. Also, in terms of love, you know, if you're interested in someone who is not emotionally available or physically available, or you are connected to someone that you truly cannot completely trust, you may actually get let down by this person this month or feel really unfulfilled in the relationship or by their behavior. So you may cut this situation out of your life, okay? I really feel this is about resolving things this month. Also, when it comes to your goals and dreams, it's really about being honest with the steps that you need to take in order to make things happen, okay? It's wonderful that we visualize and we can aspire to make things happen, but it's important to take action as well. Now, it's really interesting you got the clouds card. What they were showing me, I do a little meditation before your reading, and I do a 10-minute meditation to check in with the energy, and they showed me angel wings, okay? So angel wings are going to be so relevant for you over the next 6 weeks. You're going to see them as a symbol everywhere you go, but they're not just going to be in the traditional sense, okay? My guides were showing me that angel wings, but not in the actual form. You could see them in the clouds. You could see them in like, if it's been raining and the earth is drying or the sidewalk is drying in a certain way, you could see angel wings in the actual drying process. It could also be, toast. For example, they showed me images like on toast. So if you just, that's a lot of cards. For example, if you are someone who eats bread and you're toasting something, you may actually see that the bread actually toasts in the way it looks like angel wings. So please look out for angel wings wherever you go. And clouds are going to be important, okay? Clouds are going to be so important for you. Now, I'm just I wrote it down here ready. I just want to show you that this is what I've been channeling. There's lots of images that sort of come through on the when I'm scrying, but I don't mention them unless they come through the reading itself, okay? Because sometimes these images, they may be meant for me. I have to allow the images to come and go freely, but when I'm tapping fully into your energy, that's when they show up again in the scrying, okay? So I hope you can see that there. My writing is horrific, I'm so sorry. It does look like a spider fell into a pot of ink and, drunkenly crawled across the page. But it says here, angel wings, but not in, what did I put? Not in the actual form, clouds. I don't know if you can see that, clouds. I've written there. They showed me angel wing in the clouds, and you got the clouds card right here. Okay, so I mean, this formation does not actually look like angel wings, but be mindful of your surroundings. Also, you know, if you're looking up, make sure you also look down. You don't want to trip over or, you know, walk into the street or anything like that in front of a car. If you're seeing angel wings in the sky, you don't want to be looking up at that and not paying attention. So just thought your energy is like super intense this month. Okay, let's move on from that. Now, also, this time is very important for manifesting because it is about you connecting to the heart space. February is not all just about love, okay? It's about connecting things that you truly desire with your heart space, all that you aspire to, make your dreams become a reality. So it is really important and beneficial to write a list of things that you really want at this time. It promotes self-love this month, body positive affirmations. So really look in that mirror, see the unique, wonderful, authentic, lovable you who is actually a force to be reckoned with, okay? That person is staring right back at you and you can accomplish all that you set out to do. Now, we do have on the 5th into the 6th of February, we have that full moon in Leo, which is all about the self, building confidence, and, you know, allowing that inner light to shine. You are unstoppable this month. From the 18th, you'll start to feel that new moon in Pisces really kick in. And that's important as well because this allows you to have infinite possibilities for success and manifestation. Now, of course, success looks differently for everybody. You've got the creatrix, okay? So that is the magician card. So you are strongly in your manifestation period. Thoughts are becoming things this month for you. Your 9th house is activated, and that's all about the great cosmic quest for meaning. So a lot of you are going to feel very philosophical about your journey, about the path that you're taking and your purpose. You may feel called to travel or book travel, for example. I mean, you've got the Chariot card twice here, so there's definitely some movement in your chart this February. Some of you may also feel called to study or open yourself up to new cultures or new learning, you know, higher learning. Some of you may put yourself on a course to amplify skills you already have. Some of you may even think about setting up things online as well, because we do have your 9th house, which is connected to the internet. So some of you may set up your own second stream of income, your own business. It may be internet related. Some of you, because it is the month of love, you may actually focus on putting yourself out there to meet new love if you're looking for that as well. And that may take on the form of the internet. I mean, you may not meet that person online, but there's going to be a lot of messages online with this new person. Now, your 4th house is also activated at right about the middle of the month, and that's all things domestic, okay? So this is about where you feel like you belong. So some of you may feel compelled to move or buy property or be saving for a move in the future. Some of you may be wanting to sell your property. This period is all about you thinking about your home life, your family, and a lot of you will feel called to declutter or revamp or upcycle some of the things in your home space. There's just this energy of you really trying to create a sanctuary for you, okay? So this is a major month of personal growth for you and personal development as well. So we do have the Rider. So this is about taking action. The Rider, of course, is number 1, and it connects to the Magician energy. So you are going to be all up in action. So there's something here that perhaps you are taking action on, or you have your eye on doing, but you may not have ever done this before, and it may make you feel a little bit anxious. Some of you have been, with the 9 of Swords there, some of you need to look at your sleeping patterns. Perhaps you've been waking up at a certain time. They want you to be aware that when you wake up at a certain time, like 3 a.m., things like that, it's important to just have a quick look at what the meaning is. I mean, of course, at 3 a.m. you're like, why am I up? I'm exhausted. I shouldn't be up. I need to get back to sleep. But it's important as well to maybe when you wake up, you know, if you get back to sleep, wake up the next morning and just have a look at what the time is. Look up the spiritual meaning of it, because it may convey a message to you, okay? But it says here, visitor, arrival, messages, news, quick movement, new info, taking action. So this is going to be a very fast-paced month for you, okay? Things are going to definitely pick up that pace. That's why they want you to get some good rest, because you are going to be full on. It's going to be a lot of movement. You're going to be very productive. There's going to be a lot of juggling things as well. So it may make you feel exhausted, but I feel exhilaration from your reading. So lots of messages. If you're looking for new love, I definitely see that you will meet someone who has a very interesting and deep bond with you straight away. You'll meet this person in a setting where you're out with your friends, or you are connecting to some sort of social or communal group, community event. There's something about you being in a group of people where suddenly out of the crowd, you just spot this one person that's really quirky and interesting and very different from everybody else. And that is your person. And they look at you and they're like, boom, you are my person. So I feel like it's curiosity at first sight, because even though it will develop like love, I feel you and this person, you operate on a different level. And there's this element of both of you not really wanting to like put a label on something at first, even though both of you want to call it love, is what I'm picking up on, okay? But I don't know, maybe it's because you're hesitant, maybe you and your person, this new person that's coming on in, there's a potential of that both of you have had a very difficult experience in the past regarding love, and you're cautious, okay? Both of you are open and emotionally available, but I feel there's a little bit of caution there, okay? So watch out for that. Some of you may, because I'm definitely picking up that you meet someone new. Some of you, there may be a new arrival or a visitor, perhaps someone that you haven't seen for a while, or perhaps a friend from overseas is coming up there as well. But you're headed in the right direction, and that direction is towards the sun, which is all about success. So whether you're looking for love or not, or whether you're looking for you to move forward and make progress on a project, it's all happening in this month for you. So whether some of you may be looking at career goals this month, and really, if you've been feeling a bit clouded about your direction, I feel you are going to oh, okay, thanks so much, I'm sure grateful. They're giving me something there, I will mention it in a moment. Whether you are working in the career sector or whether you're retired, there's definitely this focus that I see that's really intense for you this month. But I feel like you're trying to do something really big, something that you've never done before. So it could be that some of you are deciding to retire early, or that you're deciding to change the way you're living. Some of you may think about relocating, or you're buying your first home. Or some of you may be actually leaving the family home in order to go off and be independent, or do some sort of travel. But it's something that's exhilarating that perhaps you haven't done before fully on your own. I feel like this goal is realized, okay? Now, also, what I'm picking up in the water my guides are giving me is that there is an ever-changing situation that is occurring that will, it's almost like it will move from the end of January into February is what they're giving me. It's almost like the outcome is unclear, and you may be like, I don't know, the energy that I'm getting is almost like if you're bidding for something, say for example, you're buying a purchase, a large purchase, it could be online, it could be something like, you know, one of those online bidding social platforms, and you have got your eye on something. They're really indicating that there may be like this uncertainty, as it's like, will I get it? Will I not get it? Or it could be a job opportunity that you go for. Will I get it? Will I not get it? There's this energy that's coming through in February, but it's on the cusp from January into February. It's an ever-changing situation, okay? But because you got the anchor energy, I feel you ground yourself. You come to an agreement, okay? So, and I feel like you're making it happen. There's success. You get what you want, okay? But there may be this moment of uncertainty in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, okay? So have faith. It's almost like in the 11th hour, suddenly it's all yours. Suddenly everything works out. But at first you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get this thing, or it's not going to be, the job's not going to be mine, or you know, things are not going to work out in my favor. But suddenly it's like, boom, Wheel of Fortune energy, it turns out in your favor, okay? Now we also have clouds, of course, and it says here, doubt, hesitation, confusion, unclear, dark thoughts, negativity, hidden. Now, because we've got the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords here, there's something that's eating away at you or worrying about you. And some of you may be thinking about your power or your position or your plan, because the Emperor is all about the plan. Now, I want you to be aware that having faith is important. You are headed in the right direction. There's so much success and celebration here. There is a win, okay? So whatever it is you're doubting, whatever it is that you're feeling a little bit unsure about, things will work in your favor. There is a wonderful turn of events. Yes, you may have been going through a difficult time where things have not been going the way that you hoped for, and you may have felt a little bit stuck in a rut. But the energy of February is picking up pace, and it brings a lot more spontaneity, a lot more excitement into your world. And I really feel that if you're trying to accomplish something really big, and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed about the steps that you need to take to make this happen, it's important to step back, look at that bigger picture, take it all in, breathe, but take it one step at a time. Ask yourself where you want to be. Ask yourself what is the most important first step, and then take it, okay? And suddenly you're making it happen, and there's no anxiety. It's just, you're going to accomplish this, okay? So whether you are buying a holiday home abroad, or you are buying a car, or you are wondering if you can spend a little bit more this month, I feel it's important to realize, see the bigger picture first, and then narrow it down to the first step that you need to take in order to make things happen, okay? With the Chariot card twice in your reading, this indicates that you are really focusing on budget, okay? That you are aware that you need to be very careful with your finances, because we are, of course, living in a very economically fragile time at this moment in time. I mean, this energy is coming up in everybody's reading, which is, so I have to mention it. I don't like to mention it, of course, but I have to, and I'm always going to be honest with you, whatever energy comes up. With the Emperor in this position, and the cards that you've got, with the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords, a lot of you are looking at the establishment or the natural order of things in our world at the moment, the people who are in power, who are governing the way that we live, and you may be very anxious about what the future holds because of some narratives that are being fed to us in certain media platforms, things like that, and you may be anxious about the way the world is headed. It's important to realize that with the Emperor energy, you are in a state of protection, okay? And with the Anchor, it's about grounding your emotions, grounding your position. I really feel like with the Chariot card, you're putting yourself in a really good position to weather any storm, to weather any economic fluctuation. With the Emperor energy, this is about, you know, having a plan, needing to stick to a strict budget to make sure that financially you are in a really good position should more interest rates rise. And you know, I do feel when I've checked in that there will be a fluctuation in interest rates. Things will go down briefly before they shoot back up. Okay, so I just, that's the energy I'm picking up on, okay? I don't like to, it's hard for me to pick up on energy regarding money, because money is not a person, right? Money is not a, so I pick up on energy trends, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. But I do feel you, and I feel the energy of anxiety that is around you. But when you've got the Four of Swords, you know, even look up the meaning of the card, it literally means you're protected, okay? Get some rest. It's really important. Don't connect to like news articles or videos or anything like that that's going to make you anxious just before bed. Because even though you may get a good sleep, you know, 7 hours or whatever, it may not be, you know, the healthiest sleep for you, because your body is processing that level of anxiety. And sometimes you may be feeling that you wake up and feel very exhausted, even though you've had a full 7 hours or more sleep, okay? Now we've also got Anchor, stability. So this is what you're looking at this month. Safety, stability, fixed, enduring, stuck, consistent, stubborn, long term, okay? So you're looking at the bigger picture this month and looking at securing your position, but also securing your emotions. If you felt a little bit sensitive, or you know, you've been having some mood swings, they will all level out this month. Even though you're going through, you know, that full moon in Leo, that will build confidence, and the new moon will actually help you manifest. So these two moons in particular, they're actually going to amplify positive feelings rather than fear and anxiety. I don't know if you heard that. That was a really odd sound that just came out of my mouth. Anxiety, okay? What was that? I'm gonna have to check in one moment. I'm just gonna check in with my guides just to see what that sound was. Thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. This is so weird, and I don't know how this is possible, but anyway, it's the first time for everything. They're indicating that someone's buzzer went off. Their buzzer, they're indicating it's almost like a door buzzer that went off. I'm picking up the energy, and that's so odd. So if that was you, perhaps there's a parcel at the door, or it's like someone being buzzed into an apartment, or a buzzer went off. And so I'm gonna leave that there. That was so odd. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from that. But this can symbolize arrivals, or arrival of news, or arrival of something, perhaps an opportunity. A buzzer is like, you know, being prepared for something arriving in your world. It's a really positive energy that I'm picking up. So it's a good thing, okay? Now, your first card here, this is your protagonist energy, which is the Emperor. So this is a card of empowerment. This is you looking at your bigger picture, having a plan, sticking to the plan, and being really strict with yourself, okay? There's something that you're trying to accomplish. The Emperor is a master at what they do. So, when you've got the Emperor card, this is keeping your eye on success. It is an energy of action. And you have natural traits of a leader, okay? But also you may be in a state where you are being very productive, but also you're looking, especially at your 4th house, where you feel a lot of responsibility for the home space or your family, okay? So you may be looking at how responsibility plays out in your world, and whether you feel like sometimes you tend to be a fixer, especially when you are worried. I mean, some of you may be worried about the family unit. There may be some sort of argument or dynamics that you're looking at that will actually resolve itself. Okay, I do feel like it will resolve itself, but it says here structure, stability, rules, and power. So I feel like you're being very focused this month and being really strict, not just with your budget financially, but also with your time. I feel like time is a factor for you. You're not wasting your time, and you're actually going to feel a lot more energized. But deep down, make sure you're not running on empty, okay? Because we do have that 9 of Swords, and we've got the 4 of Swords. So beneath all the power and all your plans and all this energy that you are kind of trying to push forward and make things happen, because the Emperor makes things happen. Deep down, you're worried about something. So some of you may have been like putting on a brave face on something, or running on empty. Make sure that you're paying close attention to your diet and sleeping patterns, so that you can be the best, healthiest version of yourself that you can be this month, because things are going to pick up pace and you will need that energy, okay? What's really wonderful though is that the 9 of Swords is a card of course, perhaps sleepless nights or concern about something, but with the 4 of Swords, this is a card of you are protected, okay? The 4 of Swords indicates that reflect on the things that make you worry and ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years' time? And if the answer is no, then let go of that anxious energy, because it is stifling you and preventing you from really being in your power, okay? Now, it's really important when you get swords, because swords are the inner narrative. Swords can connect to communication, they can connect to the mind, ideas, and sometimes, and I'm not pointing fingers at you, my beautiful Sagittarians, what they're giving me is sometimes there is this inner narrative of feeling doubt about yourself, or, it's like, be gentle with yourself, shift any negative self-talk, and be compassionate. Dream of all the possibilities, not all the things that could go wrong. Think of the moments where you've won things in your life and things have gone right for you, and you will raise your vibrations. They want you to know whatever it is that you are worried about, it will not come to fruition, okay? You are protected. The 4 of Swords is a card of really healing from any anxiety. It is a card of, a lucky, because they're showing me the cat there, they're indicating a lucky break for you, and you may even see a cat that crosses your path. I feel like it's a black cat, actually, even though it's a black cat in that card, I feel like a black cat will cross your path. And a lot of people say, oh, that's unlucky. No, that is lucky, okay? Every time anything major in my world has occurred, there's been a little bit of a standoff between me and a black cat. They always cross my path, and they stop and they just stare at me right in the eyes. And then I know that something really positive is coming in my direction, okay? Now, with the 4 of Swords, as you can see, there's a formulation there of two people coming together. So a lot of you may be anxious about you're getting older and perhaps you haven't found love yet, and you're wondering, is love ever going to find you? Because the Four of Swords is about healing from a past relationship. And because, of course, you know, February is the month of love. I mean, it could also be that you're healing from some sort of trauma and you found it difficult to open up and be intimate with a person. So this is the month where you overcome those fears and you are actually attracting love at this time, okay? So even though you may feel a little bit uncertain in love, I feel like there is the potential for you to meet somebody in a group setting. So invitations, I would accept all invitations, or even get out there and go on a course or connect to a hobby where there are other people who are like-minded individuals, because there is someone there who is waiting for you, is what they're showing me, okay? Now, if you're already in a loving relationship, there may have been some sort of worry about finances, or perhaps you or your person has had to travel for work, or there's something going on the work front there for you. It will resolve itself. Both you and your person will come into balance, and you will deepen your connection. I mean, they are showing me the star. So the star, I mean, you've got the star here, but they're showing me in the water a star, which indicates healing, clarity, and resolution, okay? You will find lots of ideas to help your situation with your partner if you're in a relationship, and I feel it will make you stronger, you and your person. It makes you stronger. Together, you weather a storm. I don't feel like there is anything major. I feel like it's more of a resolution to something that has been perhaps making you and your person a little bit frustrated. So if you've been a bit snappy at each other, I feel things, you know, you really both connect to your heart space, and both of you find a way to resolve an issue, okay? Now we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. It's in your resistance position, which tells me that a lot of you have been feeling a little bit grounded or stuck in a rut. You may have felt like there hasn't been a lot of opportunities for you, that you may have been in a repetitive cycle that has just felt a little bit humdrum, and there's nothing special about life right now. You may feel that, you know, where's the magic? Where's the magic in the world? And they're actually showing me that things will pick up pace. There's something really good, like some sort of message that is arriving, or something that you've been trying to accomplish for such a long time. It makes you feel like you're on cloud nine. They're even giving me cloud nine in the water, cloud nine. So it says here, cycles change, ups and downs. Now, because it's in the resistance position, it's like you got it in the reverse. But by the end of 6 weeks, it's normally five weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, but around about the 5th or 6th week, they're showing me that there is a positive step in the right direction. There is a wonderful lucky break working out for you. Things are just going in your favor. And I feel there's an energy here that came up briefly in the Taurus reading. It's like, when things are going good, what's the catch? Okay, but it just goes from strength to strength. Okay, anything that's felt grounded, whether it's projects that you've been waiting to realize, or whether it is you putting something off for a while, suddenly it's all happening in February. It's action, action, action. Yeah, it's almost like lights, camera, action. You're just kind of like doing it. This is your life and it's happening. So you may be holding back on something that perhaps you felt was your direction. You may have felt a little bit lost, or there was a little bit of self-doubt, or even if something did not go in your favor and you feel defeated or disappointed that you thought it would work out for you. That's because it's a silver lining. You're being protected and redirected towards something better, okay? When the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Chariot shows up, it can mean that the direction you thought you were heading in didn't work out for you, but you're just finding an alternative route to get to where you want to go. Whenever something is created in the world, whether it's a light bulb, whether it's a car, whether it's a rocket going to the moon, whatever it is, it started with an idea, and it did not happen first time. You know, it took many years for things to happen. It took many moments of, things not working out, but people did not give up. They said, you know what, I know this will work, so maybe if I change this component, I'll try it like that. And I really feel that you are looking at life right now, trying to find alternative ways of doing something so that you benefit from it. It could be that you're trying to reschedule or reshuffle your schedule so that you can work really early in the morning if you're an entrepreneur, and then have the rest of the day off. It could also be that you are trying to find a way to have more me time with your family, but it could also be that you're trying to move because there's a lot of movement. The Chariot card indicates some sort of relocation. I mean, some of you may be worried if you are trying to set up your own business with the Entrepreneur card. Some of you may be worried about your entrepreneurship or the direction that it's headed in. But there is a change of fate for you, a change of fortune. And with the star energy, this is about getting new ideas for a way to resolve an issue, okay? With the star in this position, it indicates that you feel tested in some area of your life and you just feel a little bit like unmotivated, or you felt that something you were building or expanding upon, maybe in terms of your empire or the legacy that you leave, you may have felt that you can't see it happening, or there's doubt there, or something hasn't worked and it's made you feel really despondent. But things are going to change for you and it's going to head in the right direction, okay? Now also when you get the star energy, especially when it comes to finances and things like that, this is about a better future that is ahead of you that you can't even see yet, but it is about getting clear on what you want and taking the steps that are necessary to make it happen. The star energy is also about a wish coming true, especially when you've got it with the Wheel of Fortune. So there is a secret desire perhaps that you have, that you've been longing for, and it's all going to be realized at the end of February into March for you, is what they're showing me. So, I mean, it could be a love wish that you have. It could also be you want to heal something with somebody that perhaps you've been separated with. I mean, that's your call. It's up to you if you want to reconnect with someone from the past. But I feel like there's someone new coming on in that you are manifesting that is more in alignment with who you are and your goals, your dreams, and what you stand for in terms of your morals as well, okay? Now, very inspirational month, lots of new ideas. They're going to take you places. I really get you're going places. That's what I feel in your reading, whether it is relocating in terms of a job, maybe you're putting the resume out and trying to see what options are out there and you haven't had anything in response and you're feeling a little bit despondent. Suddenly, you're the person everybody wants. Suddenly you're going to have lots of interviews and there's going to be an opportunity that is headed in your direction, okay? So have faith, things are working in your favor. The Chariot card, of course, in this position, it's in the reverse, so it feels a little bit like you're grounded, like you've come to a halt in some area of your life, or you feel like you've lost direction, or even lost control of the way that things are going. But you are going to pick up that control. The Chariot card is your outcome energy, which means success. It means breakthrough, triumph. Your commitment and your dedication to whatever it is you're trying to make happen in your life is going to see you make progress, okay? Have that confidence within yourself. You're asserting your willpower this month and you're making things happen. You're realizing things. There may also be a question about direction this month as well, where you have to make a major decision about something that perhaps you've been putting off for a little while. But this card can also be about changing direction or looking at finding an alternative way to get what you want. But ultimately, you're getting what you want, and there is a celebration here. There's going to be a moment where you feel joy and feel proud of yourself because you are accomplishing great things. Now, also with the Chariot card, because we do have the internet connection with your 9th house there, some of you may think about setting up a second stream of income because the Chariot card is a card of duality, okay? So this can be your plan all along has been to set up a second stream of income or set up your own business from home or connected to the internet in some way. Some of you may be setting up passive streams of income through real estate and things like that. Either way, I feel like you are securing a more positive future with your ambition, because I feel like there's a lot of ambition here. I mean, some of you, especially since we do have the clouds and the anchor and, you know, the rider there's, a lot of you may be looking at, when we've got the Emperor energy, you may be looking at institutions where you have your finances. So you may be looking at like banking, where you do deals or banking, or where you have your money housed, and you may be looking at your finances or your pensions in order to make sure that they are protected, because certain institutions, when they're connected in some way, you're only safeguarded in terms of insurance, shall we say, for a certain amount of money in each establishment. But if there's 2 establishments that are linked, then not both establishments, they're not protected, okay? Only one is protected because you're linked. So a lot of you may be looking at the institutions that you have your money, and you may be trying to make sure that you are protected. I do see that you're putting yourself in really good positions. And okay, they're giving me a song right now. Okay, so I'm just going to connect to the lyrics of this song. Hey, there's something in the air tonight. Way up. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, it went too fast. Okay, I'm going to wait for it to come back around again. I do apologize. Maybe fast forward this bit. Hey, there's something in the air tonight. Way up in the blaze of gold. Hey, there's something in the air tonight. Say, I feel it in the sky above. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that song is. Maybe, I mean, it sounds familiar. Maybe it has come up in a reading before, but the tune is very catchy. I mean, maybe it has come up for a reading in the past, but I can't quite place it. So please take it as it resonates. If you know what that song is, it's a very inspirational song. It makes me want to get up and do stuff. But I feel like it's connected to love, weirdly. I want to, you know what I want to say? I want to say something like, say it back to me, say it back to me. Love, I want to say that, even though that hasn't come up in the water. So I'm gonna look up that. That's a very odd feeling I'm getting. Anyway, so that song, I feel like that song is an indication for you over the next 6 weeks. Listen out for that song. It could be on the radio, it could be someone passing in a car and they're playing it. This song is a symbol for you that there is really good news on the horizon. So some of you may close out a deal of some sort. There may be a contract or something really positive is showing up for you. So listen out for that song. I mean, it could even be connected to love. I'm not sure, but I've just got this feeling about it that it somehow is connected to love. But anyway, I don't know who sings it. I'm gonna have to look it up. Let's move on from that. These signs, symbols, songs, everything I hear, see in the water, these may mean nothing in that moment to you. But in the next 6 weeks, they are signs and symbols that you will notice that will help you on your path. Now, the next card is the Devil card, okay? So I feel with this Devil card, and I will clarify with another card now, I'm just getting a sense of obsession. So it can mean you're catastrophizing about something, or you're worrying about something to the point where it could, make you feel out of sync. They're showing me indigestion as well. So some of you watch that, you don't want to worry yourself to the point where you get an ulcer or anything like that. So just watch out for that. And of course, some of you may be cutting out negative foods, because the Devil card can be like card of excess. You may be looking at areas where you need to step away from food, substances that are not good for you, that maybe make you feel bloated, lethargic, or give you a sudden sugar rush, shall we say, where you feel euphoric and you've got lots of energy, and then suddenly you've got none. Because the Emperor with the two, the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it's like, you got all this power, but beneath, you're running on empty. It's like beneath it, there's like, you're on the brink of like exhaustion. So just watch out for that, okay? It says here, destructive patterns, addiction, giving away your power. And because we got the Emperor there, this is about you being aware of areas where you give away your power. Sometimes you undervalue yourself, my beautiful Sagittarians, where you feel doubt within your talents. You're so gifted, you're so good at what you do. Don't doubt your wonderful self. Also, don't doubt your intuition. It is so strong. So this is a month of real personal development and growth, where you look at areas where people have underestimated you, where you felt that you overgave in a situation or gave your power away to somebody, or it could be a boss, it could be a family member. Really look at those areas where you need to believe in yourself more. So I'm just going to pull a card on that Devil for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Two of Pentacles, okay? Also indecision, spreading yourself thin. When you have to make a decision, Two of Pentacles can mean sometimes you swing in and out of making a decision. Really visualize yourself in each scenario. And the one that makes your heart really excited, that's the one for you, okay? So again, look at the bigger picture, then narrow it down to the step you need to take. Also with the Two of Pentacles, this indicates your energy tends to swing back and forth. They really want you to look at your diet, okay, and your sleeping patterns, okay? And then you will be in your best power to move forward and accomplish everything you set out to do. Now also the Two of Pentacles can mean that you do a lot of juggling, or you're going to be very productive this month. Things are going to be happening. It's important not to spread yourself too thin, because you will leave yourself exhausted. Now, because we have the Chariot card, I'm going to pull another one. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, because I'm getting an energy. Oh, I have to go and get that. I have to go get that card. Because there is an energy here of love, okay, especially because of February being the month of following your heart, or the perceived month of following your heart. It's merely the Neptune Pisces energy. It's important to, if someone from your past tries to make a resurgence, really ask yourself why you and that person are no longer together, and whether it is worth revisiting it. If you feel it is, then of course make sure there's no toxic behavior, because the Devil card is about cutting out things that are not right for you, or things that make you feel stuck. Okay, so I'm just going to go get that card. One moment please. I feel it's a sword but anyway, I gotta go get it. One moment please. It's, oh yeah, it's a Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is about being direct. Know what you want and go after it. The Queen of Swords is a card of being organized. So I really get this sense that, you know, be direct about what you want. This is a card of precision, okay? It's about knowing what you want. You're very clever. You have a lot of intelligence. You're very astute. Be realistic about what it is that you want and what you can accomplish, and be logical. This is a card also of being headstrong, having strong self-esteem, and being very self-sufficient. So it's like, when you're presented with a situation that you feel you are being pulled in many different directions, just stop, ground yourself and say, hey, look, this is what I want, okay? You are trying to derail me from what I truly want, and I feel it's important to just focus on the thing that you desire, okay? Also with the Queen of Swords, with the Devil card, there could be a moment where someone says something that's a little bit off the cuff. They could be a little bit detached. It could hurt what this person says, because I feel like they're being very straightforward and direct, but it can come across as very harsh. This could be someone that you work with. I feel like some of you may actually leave a situation because someone is very toxic at your environment. They're very cutting. This person is actually jealous of your talents. They're jealous. You're in Emperor mode. They're in Queen of Swords mode, whoever this person is. So they're not as masterful at whatever it is that you're trying to do, or they're not as empowered spiritually as you are, and there's jealousy there. So just watch out for that. This person has the potential to try to make your, they try to, I feel like they're being cold to control you, or try to knock your confidence in some way. So if there's a clique at work, for example, know that this person, they're directing at you because they feel that they can't be you. They can't accomplish what you can accomplish. Some people, they look at the journey, they want the outcome that you want, and they're not prepared to put in the work, but you are. So I definitely see you getting what you want. The Temperance card, of course, is you stepping into your full power, coming into balance, okay? All things in moderation is what this month is about. You know, things are going to pick up pace, so make sure good diet, exercise routines, good sleep, because the Temperance card indicates you are in a period of transition where things that are really special, perhaps that you haven't done before. You're blending the energies to make it become a reality. It says here, balance, moderation, and being sensible. Also, if you're trying to, when I connect this to money, for example, this is like, be strict with your budget. If, for example, you're bidding, because I keep getting this energy of bidding against something, make sure you know your budget, you stick to it, and you don't go above it. You don't want to attach yourself to bad debt or to something that is potentially not good for you, okay? I mean, you know that, you're intelligent and astute enough to know that, but it's just coming through, okay? If someone tries to like outbid you and things like that, just be mindful. They may be playing games in order to make you rise your money or something like that, okay? Now the Chariot is a real breakthrough. So there is a lot of success here, okay? This is victory. This is, I mean, this along with the Three of Cups is success, victory, good news arriving for you, and you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna be so proud of yourself. I also see a lot of you going out a little bit more, trying to find balance in your schedule so that you can have fun this month. The Chariot card also, some of you may be moving jobs or moving home. Some of you may even take a trip, a quick trip. It may be an unexpected one as well, but it's a positive one. So it could be to go and see someone because there's some good news, you want to celebrate with them, or it could be that you get, if you're a freelancer, for example, it could be that you get a project that's out of town that you have to travel to, and it's like you going on a road trip or some sort of exciting opportunity that makes you come out of your comfort zone. But it says movement, progress, and integration. So this is about whatever goal you have in your mind, you can have in your hand. It's happening for you, okay? This is a card of your dedication, your inner resolve to make things happen, your willpower, make things come to light. Also, the Chariot card, it's important to realize that the Chariot card is about knowing the direction you want to head in, and the universe also helps you get to where you want to go. That's why you've got the Wheel of Fortune there. There's never any reins on the Chariot card. So it is about you knowing with your mind the direction you want to head in, and the universe orchestrating things behind the scenes to help you go in the right direction. You are on the right path, okay? Now also we have the Magician card. Thoughts become things. You are the master creator this month, okay? It's going to be a very creative time for you. Lots of wonderful ideas. You're going to be completely in the flow, okay? Also, this is a card of concentration. So even if you're feeling a little bit like low energy or low motivation, it's important not to procrastinate this month. If there's a bill that comes in and takes you by surprise, it's important to pay it immediately so that it doesn't snowball into something that could really affect you in a negative sense later on. So watch out for that as well. Now, with the Creatrix energy, as you can see, I hope you can see this, either side there's two souls being formed into being. So if your main focus this month is love, you are calling in a soulmate, okay? And things are coming into a divine union for you and your person. Things are about to get a little bit fizzy. So I think even last year there was something that came through for Sagittarians, and I even called the reading, I think, let's get fizzy with it, okay? I feel that's happening this month for you. Things are just going to get a little bit fizzy. I don't know. It's like things are going to be a little bit more spontaneous. Things are going to be just a lot more exciting, okay? We've also got the High Priestess. Now, there may be something that you are trying to accomplish in silence, or you're not telling anybody. You may not tell your friends even about this because you just don't want to jinx it. With this card, this indicates you're trying to build faith. And some of you, because we've got the nesting there, some of you are trying to settle down or trying to find a way to make your home your sanctuary. If you feel like you've outgrown a situation, I feel like it's time to fly, okay? Whether that's from a working environment, you feel like you've hit a plateau, or it's a toxic environment and you need to move, I feel like you're making all those changes to make things happen on your own terms. Same with your home life. If you feel that things are getting on top of you, or you've outgrown a situation, you're shuffling things around to vacate, shall we say, that home space in order to find a more, they give me the word placid, peaceful environment. But lots of ideas and a lot more luck. And finally, we've got that Three of Cups celebration. But I also feel this is a month, especially at the end of the month, where you're getting out and having a little bit more fun. Being really strict with your budget, but also strict with your schedule so that you can make time for you, okay? Three of Cups is also a card of community. So getting out there and just, some of you may actually explore your community in a different way. Go to a restaurant that you've never been to, a bar that you've never been to, or an event perhaps. Some of you may even join the gym this month. Even though you may have felt you wanted to do it last month, you may actually do it in February itself, okay? Now, Three of Cups also is a card of friendships. So a lot of you are going to go out and have fun with friends, but I feel like you're deepening your friendships at this time as well. Or if you're feeling a little bit like you've been working too hard and not having fun, and you feel like your friendship circles have drifted away, I feel some of you will actually attract new friends to connect to as well. So you are going to be solidifying your soul tribe. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? Now, the Three of Cups also is about enjoying life, okay? But it's also about people working together for a common goal. So some of you may be working with others towards some sort of accomplishment, and some may, isn't it interesting, cloud 9, and you got number 9 there, you got a lot of 9s. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Okay, so we've got number 9. So something seems bleak or, difficult for you there. It says, someone or something in this situation has gone cold. Some things are meant to remain in a state of winter, whilst others can thaw out and be brought back to life again. Now this could be your motivation, it could be your mojo, it could also be a relationship or even a job situation. If you felt that things were just not headed in the direction you were hoping for, soon enough you're going to be in the right flow and you're going to be overcoming any difficulties or obstacles. We've also got the 3D, so that's really about the earthly plane and your plans in the 3D and the mundane. We did pick up on that. You may be feeling a little bit like in a repetitive cycle, and you're going to try and bring a little bit more excitement or change into your life so that there's more spontaneity and a little bit more enjoyment. And it says reality, ego, routine. Most of us have to take part in the humdrum of life, and day-to-day tasks can sometimes consume us. Remember that spirituality can be integrated into your everyday, even in the smallest of things like your morning cup of tea. Things like meditation as well, just before bed, you deepening your connection to your faith and to the source that you celebrate is also important. But it's important if you're struggling with direction or ideas to have a quiet space or peace of mind. A moment of clarity comes in silence, okay? So be mindful of that. And finally, we've got astral, okay? We've got astral travel. So this is about spiritual body and remote viewing, okay? This is about your journey. As you can see the ship there. It's time this month to really reflect on the direction you're headed in and be strict with yourself. If you want something, don't let anyone derail you from that. It will occur for you, okay? This is also about all your visualizations and dreams coming to light in the 3D. So as you can see, number 35, when you reduce it, 3 plus 5 is 8, which is the number of the self. You are able to see that there is a brighter future for you and you're connected to that sense of success. Some of you may actually take a trip or travel because we've got that ship there as well. It may be over water, overseas. So I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Okay, we have the dragonfly, okay? So dragonflies, they actually find their mate and they mate for life, okay, in their lifetime. This is a soulmate connection energy, but it's also about things that you are trying to attract at this time. You're in the law of attraction. So really connect with your heart space, make a list, feel, visualize that you have it right now, that you're living the life that you want, and then watch it unfold, okay? Also, a symbol, maybe a dragonfly. You may see dragonflies or dragonfly images everywhere you go, which indicates there's some really great news headed in your direction. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Sagittarians. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.